16. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like, both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best? Conference play.
Now, a fourth down.
And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, I love the way this defense just started this football game. You gave up some yards, but who cares? Great job adjusting, getting the fourth down stop, now creating some momentum for your offense.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Thompson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
He's going to lose a yard on that
play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Gives it on the option. Made a defender miss. Touchdown Illini. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll get rid of it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's loose. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This should be the last play of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Trying to find his man in the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Illinois right back to the line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Orlando. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
To the air on second down. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Off the RPO, complete. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 4 over Toledo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the
something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Thompson to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the tight end. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Thompson wants to throw. Saw a spot in the middle. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the...
There he goes! He's at the 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Illinois lining up quickly.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs, too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, fighting Illini. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another first down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Fires downfield. He's got him wide open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Thompson. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Illinois right back to the line. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Illinois! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Or did he find a hole in the defense? Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! The extra point here would tie the game.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Gets the back moving. Thompson to throw. Got a man. It's Orlando. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Second down, he'll throw it. Going deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is it. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown to Illini. They move on top here in the 4th.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Bringing it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Dingle. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The play action fake. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand, first of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the 1st down and getting out of bounds.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Illinois.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Thompson wants to throw. Sends it downfield. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Oh, they blocked him. very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Dingle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Thompson to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Bring in the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Here's a throw downfield late. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy is in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. He's got it.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game. Illinois lining up quickly. Gotta find a completion on this one. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play calling, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high percentage throws. You cannot take sacks, and you absolutely cannot turn the ball over.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true, so I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go